Alrighty guys, well Daniel's working on the other pit there, finishing it up. He's got a couple more pieces of broken glass, so I decided to move it along in line with these, and I'm about 40, maybe 20 yards away from the other one, and I'm getting some good echoes right there down about 3 feet with the GPR. So I'm going to do a test hole here and see what we got. I've done X patterns down here on the ground. I've come across this way, went that way, went this way, getting it fully centered up, and I think I got it centered where I can do a test hole here. Alrighty, well, if this is anything, we will expose it and let you guys see it. Alrighty, see y'all shortly. Alright guys, we've been digging a colonial trash pit. As you can see, I'm down probably close to 4.5 feet, and gotten a lot of glass and stuff out of here. But down at the very bottom of the floor, I've got 3/4 of a mallet bottle sitting here, and hopefully the rest of the pieces of the neck and stuff are all around it. But you gotta slowly dig that out. But that is too cool, laying right in place at the bottom of the hole. Alright, let's see what else I can get and try to get this thing out as much as I can. Alrighty guys, well, I got this out, and you can see the majority of it's right here. Well, a piece fell, but that goes right there, and you can see where the bottle took the hit right there. And I got a couple other small pieces down in the bucket, but as I started wiping the dirt and stuff off, and I'm hoping the rest of this caved in, there is the spout, the lip to the bottle, and it looks like the majority of the neck is going to be in there. So I'm hoping this whole bottle caved in on itself and I got the whole thing. So we'll see. I'm going to leave it like this until I get home, and then put it in a bucket and just hose everything off, because I don't want to lose anything out here in the field. But it looks like it's probably transitional because of the height of it. It looks like transitional from an onion to a short squat because of the width of it and the height of it. So, but we'll check it out when we get home. Alrighty guys, see y'all in a little bit. And there's so much glass in here. That piece there, 2 pieces there, another one there, up here, up here, up here, and another one above there. Like a bottle, another bottle exploded right here in this spot. Yep, it's some tough digging. This soil is so packed. Alrighty, well, I'm gonna work on that for a little bit. Alrighty, well, Buddy's been cutting through just above where I dug that other bottle, and he just had a nice piece fall into the palm of his hand, and this is part of a bottle seal. Unfortunately, there is no date on it. We're hoping we'll find the rest of it, but that's pretty cool. That's an early one. Yeah, bud. Let's see what we can find out about it. Alrighty, well, got another one that is pretty much all intact, sitting down in the quarter of this trash pit. Got a pile of other stuff in here, other bottoms and stuff, but that's the first one that I dug there, and like I said, it's got the neck sitting down inside the bottle. But pulled this one out of another corner of the trash pit, all sitting together. Anyhow, I'm roughly, I don't know, 4.5 feet deep. I'm up past my waist here. But got a lot of debris down in here. Got more glass down in there. Brick. And me see some more glass right there, big old piece right there. But got a nice burn layer right here, more brick there, oyster shell, piles of brick. See what else we can get into. Alright guys, well, we've been chipping away some more at this pit, and Daniel had done all this, gouging this down. That was the last bit that I showed. It's started pulling back a whole bunch more, and he got really soft right here, and finally I heard a dink and started seeing that right there. And I've been cutting back and cutting back and cutting back and cutting back. Look at that. Is that pretty or what? I'm hoping there's more of it to the back side of it. But that is a huge chunk of bottle right there. Alrighty, well, I'm gonna work at pulling that out and seeing how much is there. But dude, that is so cool. Alrighty, we'll see y'all in a little bit. Well, of course, as you can see, that it wasn't 100% complete, but I am very stoked with this. Look at that. I might have the base at the house with the other stuff that we dug, because it's not missing much right here. But that is just so cool. Another 1720s to 1750s transitional. That is just so wicked cool. What an early bottle. And look at the way the shoulder is so much longer on this side versus this side. Just a crudeness of the way they were made. That's just like the other one that I dug out too. Gosh, that's awesome. Alrighty, well, I'm going to keep on pounding through this wall here, see what we get into. Hopefully there's one that could be complete. But that is just awesome. Yep, take that any day. Alrighty, see you on the next one. Alrighty, earlier I dug 3/4 of a transitional bottle that was sitting sideways on the wall here, and that was roughly about right here where my hand's at. And we've been slowly digging. It was missing the sidewall piece and just the bottom, and I worked my way around, and right here got another big chunk, and that almost looks like it's going to be the piece that fits on that bottle. You can see where it raises up right there. So, alrighty, I'm going to slowly dig this out and see what we got. Alrighty, got this bad boy loose, and I am pretty sure that this is going to be to that bottle. Yep. It looks like it's going to be a perfect fit. So, but I got to get home with this, get the dirt cleaned out of it, make sure there ain't no glass on the inside, and but that should be it. So that'll be another bottle that's almost 100% complete out of here, and thankfully it's just 2 halves. That's it, not a whole bunch of broken little pieces. All right, well, cool. Well, we will go from there. Nice big old bottom. All right. In a little bit. All right. So I have gotten home. Here's the base that I dug. And then this is the one that I dug a few weeks ago. And I cannot believe this thing did not shatter more. But Check this out, and you can see exactly how this thing's gonna fit, and it's gonna go right on top. It's gonna fit perfect right there. So I'm gonna clean the bottom out, and then I can get this squared away, and that's gonna look pretty good. It should display nicely. There we go. Yep, that's gonna look good. All right, guys. We'll see you on the next one. Alrighty, guys. Well, I hope y'all enjoyed that, man. That was a lot of hard digging, a lot of early colonial pieces, man. We had a blast with that pit, and we totally enjoyed it. So we're going to cover that thing up, and we're going to go look for another one. But I'm going to leave you with some pictures here of some of the stuff that we found. There was a pile of stuff. Not everything got put in the video, but give you kind of overall glimpse of what we found, and you never know what's going to be popping up in the next one. So alrighty, guys. Well, we will see you on the next one. Leave you with some pictures here. Good luck, and thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll see you guys on the next one. Thank you.